This time, we're digging into Sonic 1. So last time I talked about Sonic 2, and if you recall, I couldn't resist mentioning how it shaped how I perceived Sonic 1. Right now I want to focus on Sonic 1 in itself first, and how baby me thought of it after playing Sonic 2 second. Sonic 1 is a bit of a tinier game. It has less overall zones, which it compensates for by having 3 acts by zone. Sonic's the only playable character, there's only 6 emeralds, and there's not even a Super Saiyan transformation, imagine that! And the game opens on the now too popular for its own good Green Hill Zone. Two first impressions, Sonic controls pretty good, and that music is going to stay in my head for the rest of my life. Now, playing that game for the first time on PAL hardware, oh my god, PAL and NTSC hardware. Small tangent, this game used to run at 50 FPS on our Mega Drives. Yes, Mega Drives, not Genesis, I live in Europe. I'll spare you the technical explanation about the frequency on TVs, consoles, all that kind of stuff, mostly because I don't want to explain it. Just remember that compared to NTSC regions, like in America, Sonic 1 ran 20% slower in Europe. So yeah, playing that game for the first time on PAL hardware, the first impressions weren't as strong. Sonic felt fine, he felt fine, but playing that game later I realized how gimped he truly was in my real version of the game. And as for the music, ooh, have you ever heard 50Hz Green Hill? Here, my treat. That's uncanny, right? Thankfully all these problems got fixed later on, as TVs here started supporting the higher 60Hz frequency, and this game kept being ported. But I want to share this little story because, for some reason, I have a strong memory of PAL Sonic 1 compared to Sonic 2. Maybe it's because I've played this game way less, I don't know. Anyway, here bullshit aside, what a fun stage! Have you been looking at it? Green Hill is such a cool zone to have fun in. You can either blast your way through it or explore and see what could be hidden around. I really like that. We don't have the spin dash anymore, so some adjustment is needed, but aside from that, things are looking just as fun this time around. Having a third act shorter but also having the boss at the end of it is a bit unfortunate. You understand pretty quickly why they stuck the 2 acts afterwards. 3 acts per zone makes you a bit tired of seeing the same scenery, and that's especially true if you've played Sonic 2 before. Well, alright, Green Hill Zone was cool, what's next? Oh, the downfall of Sonic 1 is what's next. Yeah, this game stops being fun real quick. For Sonic 2, I'd say it's around Metropolis, the 8th stage out of 11. For Sonic 1, Marble Zone already introduced you to our good friend, Misery. Where Green Hill Zone featured some mix of high-speed platforming and some more precise stop-and-go movement you'd see in other games, Marble Zone features mostly the latter. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should never have precise and slow platforming in a Sonic game, but when it's most of a stage and right after Grin you can speedrun me on the first try, it's okay, Hill. It feels kind of bad. String Out Zone is fun again, there's some obnoxious obstacle placement, but you can go decently fast with some skill or by training the stage a little bit. Oh, would you look at that, I was trying to have fun, Labyrinth Zone. Oh god, this is one of the most dogshit zones in a Sonic game, and it was made on purpose. Everything is slow, the wait for an air bubble to avoid drowning is agonizing, especially, remember, PAL version of the game? The obstacles are mean, it's not fun, This is one of the only zones where having the spin dash would actually help with Sonic 1's level design, because losing your momentum underwater, for example due to an enemy hitting you, is brutal. The boss, while a cool idea that I think could be done more in this series, also has that don't get hit or know the pain of Sisyphus factor that I do not appreciate. Starlight Zone I think is my favorite zone in the entire game. Like Spring Yard, it's a mix of speedier and slower sections, but in this one I didn't feel as disturbed, I guess. Bonus points to the music and general vibe of the stage too, I really like them. Oh no, Scrap Brain Zone, I was trying to have fun again! Oh, why would you do this to me? This zone is clearly Metropolis Ancestor, everything is annoying, there's 3 acts of torture. Man. And the worst part is that the first act is Labyrinth Zone again! This is the alliance of the worst things in this game, why would you do this to us? When it comes to the special stages, they're not that bad. A little bit tricky, a little bit annoying, definitely way less exciting than Sonic 2's Half-Pipe, but they're serviceable. It's a shame they serve no actual purpose, they just give you a slightly better ending, but considering that they're kind of annoying to even reach, maybe it's for the best. See, in Sonic 2 you had plenty of occasions to reach a special stage because it was through checkpoints with 50 rings. Here it's also with 50 rings, but at the end of a stage, and there's a lower number of them. Sure, there's only 6 emeralds, but there's not that many more stages, so you can't fuck up. Funnily enough, aside from Green Hill Zone, I think the best part of Sonic 1 are the bosses. Maybe Sonic 1 is some kind of bizarre world Sonic Superstars. I actually never thought about that before. Huh. A lot of the bosses do some pretty unique things, like removing the ground from below you or being a chase sequence. The final boss kinda sucks, but you know it happens. It being 0 ranks is absolutely not as bad as Sonic 2's Death Egg bosses, considering the difficulty of this one is way lower. Overall, Sonic 1 is... well, it's the blueprint of the series, alright. As a game, I feel it has too many ups and downs to be called consistently fun. The potential is there. It is fun when it allows itself to be. It's a shame that will only represent 50% of your time with it. Let's finish, like last time, with our free little informations. Should you play this game? Maybe. If you're curious, I guess, or if you've got Sonic Origins anyway, because you're gonna play all the classic games in a row. But I think there are better Sonic games to play, especially if you just wanna have fun and discover some older titles. Which version should you play? Mobile Remake or Sonic Origins, you already know it. And where would I rank it on the tier list? B tier. Honestly, it's not that bad, but it's definitely not on the level of its sequel, even with said sequel's issues taken into account. See you next time for Sonic CD, I'm gonna be a hater.